Hey, so in this video I'm just going to cover the absolute minimum that you need to know in order to start making style changes with Microthemer. So this is how the interface looks when you first install Microthemer. You've got your WordPress site in the middle here, and you've got the Microthemer toolbar around the outside. Now the styling options will appear when we first click on any element on the page. So I'll click this heading here, and we could do something like change the color of the text, or adjust the font size slightly down or slightly up, using this tape measure thing here, and we can also choose a custom CSS unit. Pixels are default, but we can choose rem, and actually when we use the slider it will slightly show us as well the pixel unit, which can be quite helpful. Okay, so let's click on another item, so this list item, and the default targeting is always just for the single element that you clicked, but to change that to say target all four of these, we've got two options. One is using this alternative option in the drop down menu here to target all four, or if you've got enough screen space and you like to work directly with the HTML, you might have this advanced inspection pane open, and then you've got options over here on the right, which is sometimes a bit easier to work with. So I can go ahead and so to create a selector as well, either you can click the save button here, or we could just make a style change, like let's just do another font size thing, just slightly move that up, and then you see that the highlighting goes blue. This indicates that we've already created a selector for something, so everything else is green when I hover over it. But these two items that we've created a selector for are blue. That just helps us easily go back to the styles that we've already created. So let's also look at what happens if we want to change the selection that we've made. So I've created one selector for this heading element here. If I just scroll down the page, we can see there's three of these headings in total. So if I wanted to change the default targeting, what I do is I click the retarget selector option, and then I could use so just this option down here to create a new selector that targets not just that one, but all three. And then to confirm that I'm happy with that selection, I can just click Update. And then let's finish by looking at responsive styling. So if we, at the moment we're on the All Devices tab, and by the way the blue color scheme is used throughout the interface just to tell us where we've applied styles. So we've applied some styling on this tab here. But if we say look at the mobile view of the site, we might think that these headings are a little bit big, and so because we're on this tab here, the settings over here on the left will only affect the smaller screen sizes. So if we just set a different setting for the font size, so let's set it down to maybe, I don't know, 2.8 rem or something, then that's how we apply screen-specific stylings. Actually, before I finish, there's one more thing I want to show you, which is just a personal preference, really. We've got some customizable color scheme, so we can have a dark color scheme if we prefer. And the view I've just been using is for medium screens. There's also an option to have which is most suitable if you're working on small screens, or if you just prefer to have the options on the top. And this is how things worked with Microthemer 6 and below. And it's also quite good if you're working with page builders, which might be taking up some of the available side room with their own toolbars. This view can be quite handy. And there's two more, basically just depending on the size of your screen. So this large one, this docks the settings to the right, the styles to the left as we had before, and it ensures that this pane is open. And then there's an extra large option where kind of for people on large screens, but also power users that would prefer to have just more of the information available. So this folders pane, by the way, we didn't discuss this, but this is where all of your selectors go. They're organized into a general folder by default, but you can drag them around and reorder them to keep things nice and organized. But yeah, obviously at the moment, this kind of view would be most suitable. Let's just zoom out slightly. For working on a larger screen, and then where you'd also have plenty of room for the site preview as well. Yeah, so I think that covers everything. We've for the absolute minimum you need to know to just start making changes in Microthemer. There's lots more to learn, but we'll cover those in other videos. So thanks for watching.